You hate it when I give it all away.
Welcome to the Milo Experience.
I don't have to tell you that there was a light inside as bright as day. But you only needed one night to fight the fire with the flame.
Hello. Welcome one and all, everybody. Boy, girl, man, child, and in between. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to episode 3 of the podcast. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, one and all. Welcome, everyone. From the big to the small, the furry, the bold, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's episode 3 of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Get hyper! Episode 3, we've come so far. We've come further than the sun plus the moon and distance between them. We've come so far. Like, how far is a piece of string? You ever get asked that question as a child? I got asked it many times, and I always had the correct answer because I had a string in my pocket. And I was like, yo, check out my string, bitch. You know what I mean? You ever seen a guitar string? Ever seen, piece of strings? Ever seen a guitar string, bro? That's how long it is. Ever seen that? Didn't think so. Anyone who ever asked you that question probably never seen like a violin or a harp. Otherwise, they'd know exactly how big the strings are. Am I right? Get real, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, anyway, it's episode 3. We've had a mad weekend. It was Australia Day, and we did all kinds of awesome shit. We took off to the moon, blast off to the stars. We've been to Mars and Venus in between, you know what I'm saying? Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune, and my personal favorite, Uranus. Yeah. Be going in and out of Uranus all the time. Gas giant, yeah, especially your booty. Lots of things been happening in my life, you know what I'm saying? It's just new things, new stuff every day, a new chapter. It's like a lot of people waiting upon their the next chapter of their life as if it's going to change, but it's not going to change. Everything that you do is going to be the same, man. You're not going to change with the chapter of your life. With me, I'd be opening up a new chapter every single day, day one. I mean, multiple times per day. I would look at my book at 10 o'clock in the morning, chapter 1. I look at my book at 12 o'clock midday, chapter 2. I look at my book at all times, man. It's like a novel. And sometimes it's a novel, sometimes it's a comic book. It's got a lot of different frames, you know what I mean? You can count the frames, 60 frames per second, bro. That's how fast that I can read. And so I'll be doing them perfect input reading on the comic books. I'll just be skimming them pages, like hitting them one frame links in between the pages, you know what I'm saying? Who's your favorite comic book hero? Put that down in the comments. I want everybody in the comments now. Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Wilma, whoever's your favorite, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Bedrock, baby. We be down on the earth. Bringing up all that rock to sell to people. That's what Australia loves, mining, bruh. I'm from a mining town, Broken Hill. The hill's still broken. They ain't never fixed it for like 200 years or some shit. I guess it's like 200 years. I don't know. How long Australia been around for? Broken Hill been there pretty much the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And they still ain't fixed the hill. Put a big ass band-aid over it. It's got a big scone on its noggin. You know what I'm saying? Bake that bitch. A few pounds of butter. Throw it in the oven. Be dripping off. A little bit of cream. A little bit of jam. You know what I'm saying? Whip it all up. And what have you got? Nothing. You got nothing to show for it. Absolutely. Fuck all. You're wasting your life. Day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour, second by second, just twiddling your thumbs, picking your bum, riding around town thinking that you're so dumb. And it's the truth because you're dumb, you know what I mean? Get yourself educated, go into higher education. You living life off of this higher school certificate or whatever, right? Am I right? Or did you even go to high school? Did you go to TAFE? Huh? Didn't go down to Robinson's College or anything like that? What's that, Lee? You go to that Lee College? What's that called? That like Lee? Park Lee? The Lee? I don't know. There's some kind of retarded school for people who are dumb. The Lee School. That's how you go. You need to go Park Lee School or some shit like that. It's Park Lee. Silver Lee. Yeah, that's the one. Silver Lee. And if you're smart enough, they'll get you in Gold Lee. But that's only for super geniuses like Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and who else is smart? Thomas Edison, he's pretty smart, right? Julian Casablancas is a smart guy. He'd be writing all them songs that you like to hear. And I'll be singing them songs that you like to hear all the time on the records. My number 1 hits, you can hear them on the radio. Yeah, look, I didn't say that I was Julian, right? I'm just trying to do my best impression. I'm an impersonator. I be impersonating people all the time. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and put on someone else's clothes. I don't want to be myself, you know what I mean? I want to be someone else. I want to live out some kind of I was going to say a new fantasy, but the truth is it'd be a new reality. I want to live out some kind of new reality, you know what I mean? I'll be living in the realest of times only. No fake times, none of these fake ass times, man. False times. I'll be living on real time. Check your pocket watch. Pull out your monocle and look at that bitch. See the hands ticking around. How many hands on a watch? Yeah, that's for you to be the judge. Even what even are hands anyway? I've got 2 on me. That's all I know. How many do you have? I'll be counting time with my hands as well. I'll be spinning around, sometimes just standing out at the train station, one hand up to due north, you know what I'm saying? Due north, that's the way I'm going. You ever watched Due North on TV? That was a great TV show. It was about Australian Billabong police. They'd come around and they'd ride the bilbies, checking up to see if there was any people passed out on drugs or cocaine or like alcohol around the Billabongs. What are you doing around this Billabong, man? Oh, I thought it was an oasis. Wrong. Drag your ass to jail. Get beat up, you know what I mean? Lots of insects in jail for you to get feasted upon. Ticks, lice, leeches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't want to get bitten. You got the blood to go around? You got the blood to spare? Then why aren't you donating? Go off to Oxfam or some shit like that. Go and give your Red Cross blood donation and give your pints, man. Get a pint, give a pint, get a pint. That's my rule. I rock up to the pub, slam about 3 pints of beer, and roll on down to the Red Cross and give them my alkalized blood. I always figure out that the next dude is gonna, I figure that the next dude's gonna appreciate it. Is he getting in there like, oh, hey, this dude just crashed his bike and his head come off. Oh my God. And then they're trying to stitch it back on. He needs more blood. And then they pump the blood into him from me. And guess what? That dude is lit as hell. And I'm sure he's quite happy about it too. And in fact, I think there's some type of thing in alcohol that keeps you from bleeding. I mean, it makes you bleed even more. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it depends on if you want to be alive. Maybe someone who got his head smashed off in a violent motorbike accident wanted to die in the first place. You can't really check his license and I guess you can check to see if there was some kind of suicide note, you know what I mean? Is that the doctor? And what if they find a suicide note? His head's already off. You're like, oh God, this guy actually wanted to die. All the nurses suddenly, oh shit, we need to drag this guy back onto the road and let him rot. Do you think that's what they would do? Or they would still try to put it on? Because they listen to the license. Okay, so if you got on your license, donor, I'm going to donate some NARS, you know what I mean? Donate. They must think you're a real charitable guy. Did you donate to like any other appeals? You donate to the Ethiopians? You donate to all the homeless people that are here in Australia? No, you didn't. You didn't even donate your blood, but you're willing to go ahead and cut your own head off on a bike. You ever think about how selfish that is? You've got organs, you've got blood. You could even donate the bike and you just trash the whole fucking thing. Blow it up on the car, you know what I mean? Or like a 200 kilometers per hour straight into a Stobie pole. Brains are splattered. Brains. Grey matter. You know, I love grey matter. But I in my brain, I think I got too much grey matter and not enough white matter. That's why my hair's going white and my hair going grey, you know what I'm saying? I'll be getting all these grey hairs because I'm so old. I'm basically ancient. It's because it's the chapters of my life. I wake up in the morning and just flip through 20 chapters. I don't even digest that shit. I don't even take it in. You know what I mean? Just reading these words. Words come in my eyes. Words come in my ears. People be talking to me. I smell the words coming in my mouth. Taste the words. You know, everyone trying to stick words to me. But I just really don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care about the words. I'm a fucking illiterate anyway. You know what I'm saying? Don't read. Don't know how. Don't care. Make everything up as I go. I just call shit as I see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm built different, bro. Things come into my pathway, my line of sight, like Metal Gear Solid. I'm just like, yo, there's that guy over there, and I recognize him. We got to chase him down. Me and my goons be running over there with their semi-automatic weapons, using the butts on the back of his head. Bang, 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 trying to crush this secret agent's skull, stop him from stealing all of my secrets. You know, he's tried to fucking submerge himself in the ocean and slip and slide his way into my secret hidden base, trying to get all of my secrets. But my henchmen are too strong. They carry around bazookas and like hollow point fucking knives and like bullets with poison on them and fucking all kinds of crazy weapons. They got swords and bows and arrows and bazookas. They got atomic bombs. So even if you try, like, imagine Predator, like, try to steal my secrets from my secret base. You can't. I'll just predator that shit. You know the last scene of Predator 1? When he's laughing, you know what I mean? And then he pulls out his little pocket watch, his wristwatch thing. He's like, ding, ding, check the time, motherfucker. Bang. That's what's going to happen to you. That's what's going to happen to all of my secrets as well, because you can't have them. No one can have them. They're getting Epsteined, motherfucker. All my secrets are killing themselves right before you can take them. And there ain't going to be no $ whacked like fucking, what's that dude, McCafe. Get your coffee from that dude. You can go down and get your Big Macs from him as well as your coffee. You know what I'm saying? Protect the antivirus from the viral load that's inside of your hard drive downloaded from cyberspace, man. I think they're going to run out of cyberspace soon. I've run out personally because like I tried to upload a video to my my personal website the other day and it said, you don't have enough cyberspace. You got to pay for the more data. Which has always blown my mind because like whenever I go over my data limit on my phone, man, they'd be like, yo, you need to pay. Like these are diamond encrusted, gold plated megabytes that you're using right now, okay? We've had to dip into the family jewel of megabytes just so that you can keep downloading your strong bad emails on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I don't believe it. Like what, you expect me to believe that Vodafone just has some kind of gold-plated, diamond-encrusted megabyte mine down there at Ayers Rock or some kind of thing, Uluru, you know what I mean? Trying to dig out the megabytes and the gigabits? I don't think so. It's unlimited, dude. It's fucking... But they're trying to charge me. Trying to charge me like wounded bulls. Trying to charge me like infantry on the front line in the army, you know what I mean? With the bayonets. Is that what they're called? Bayonet? What's that thing called with the sword on top of your gun? Or on the front of your gun, you got a bayonet, right? Yeah? Pretty sure it's a bayonet. Be stabbing and shooting like a 2-hit combo. How many people have died the bayonets? Do they still even use bayonets? You can't get close enough anymore until you get hit by a fucking drone strike, a bomber drone, you know what I mean? Trying to size up someone in a knife fight in Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran or any of those types of places, you know what I mean? What else? You got a bunch of other places like fucking Dubai and the Caribbean. We've got Antarctica, Greenland, Ireland, Australia, all these places, man. You can go there, visit, ask about the local cuisines. You might even get shipped out, deported. You know what I'm saying? They might have stringent laws that you've broken. Maybe you've got a criminal record and you can't get in these fantastic countries. You know what I mean? We don't want you in our country. Get out. Fuck off. We are full as a goog. You know what I'm saying? Googie egg, bruh. Like the one I'm going to put on your head if you don't get out of my fucking sight, you petulant child. God, you think you got the gonads to hang with me, man? I'm about to put you in your fucking place, dude. Because you don't even have the grapes. You don't even have the raisins, dude. All right? So go and fucking take your balls, tan them off in the evening sun, and shrivel them up into little black dots before you even think about coming back to me. Okay? I'll be baking all kinds of things, muffins, sultanas. You got to get the meal brand, the whole worm, the meal, the worm, and you got to get some sludge. Toxic sludge, mix it around with the gutter oil, pull it out of one of those China sewers, and then slosh it all around with your noodles and your wonton chicken dumplings or whatever. Tasty, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't see it, but I'm doing one of those chef's kiss. I'm doing a chef's kiss against my index and my thumb. They're touching and my 3 fingers be out in the air like a perfecto, bellissimo type shit. Mwah. You know what I'm saying? Mwah. That's how I kiss my GF. Whenever I see her, I pull up, trying to roll up with my 3 fingers and my thumbs and index fingers all curled up, looking like I'm about to throw down some mad gang signs. You know what she says? She says, so I'll be married to my car, man. I'm married to the money. I don't give a fuck about a bitch, you know what I'm saying? Unless she can get me from A to B to C to D, E and F, G, H, I, J, K. You know what I mean? I don't play. I'm all about the money. I'm a hustler, true born, natural born hustler. Natural born hustler. All about the struggle. I've been struggling since I was born, struggling uphill like a salmon, trying to get up that river with the bears swiping at me, man. And they're biting into my guts, chewing down my spleen, getting rid of all of my bodily fluids and draining it into their mouth, you know what I mean? but I got to keep on surviving, keep on persevering, and keep on sidewinding, and keep on revering. You know what I mean? And I've got power steering. I'll be going straight up the mountain. Sometimes I turn off my engine and it drags me up. The magnetic force of the mountain drags me up because I've got big magnetic balls, bro. And it's enough for me to sit inside of my vehicle and get dragged up the mountain for once. Because I'm tired of walking. I'm tired of being like the man, like, what's the dude, Atlas? No, Hercules. Who's the one that pushes the boulder? Homo Siphius? Or like Percocetiles? I don't know, man. Adderall guy? The one that's pushing the mountain up the rock? You know what I'm talking about? Can't be me. You wouldn't see me pushing no rocks. I'm kicking them instead, or busting them, getting the hammers, ting, 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 trying to get the full gold out, trying to separate the fool's gold from the real sterling silver. You know what I mean? I don't have time to refine my process. I don't have any time for procedures. No OH&S. I don't have a HR crew. I don't even have a standard operating procedure. I'll just be reaching, grabbing, tearing. At any fucking moment's notice, you could just be sitting there, grabbed. You could just be walking by, tear. You know what I mean? I'm just random, man. I'm just, like I said, I'm just built different. I'll do whatever I want. No one can tell me. No one can predict me. No one can ask me anything. Try to ask me a question. Just try. Just try. Go on, try it right now. You can't ask me nothing, can you? And even if you do, you know what? No response, mate. And in fact, if you ask me something right now, I wouldn't even dignify that I wouldn't even dignify that by ignoring it. I wouldn't even be in the same room as you. I'd just disappear. Last time that someone asked me something, I just disappeared. You know what I mean? Like, they had to pull out the wanted posters. I was on the back of milk cartons and like put me in the video rental store and shit like that. See my face everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I was famous for a little while there because I just left town. Just disappeared. No one knew. No one asked. No one cared. Not a single soul even intervened. No one come running. No one come looking. I had 1,000 million posters posted around my town. Everyone saw them and no one gave a shit. Do you know why? They knew that I was in my secret base. That's why. And they knew exactly where I was. Everyone knew where I was in my secret base. They knew that they didn't have to worry about me. I had everything under control. I don't know why anyone went to the police in the first place. Like, you can't put out an Amber Alert on someone who's fucking 34 years old, man. You know what I mean? All right? I was willingly disappeared. Willingly disappeared. And I had the FBI, the CIA, I had the MIB, I had all kinds of like the KKG, I had all these kinds of crazy ass police. I had Coney 2012 trying to look into my whereabouts, man, but you can't find me. Not in my secret base. You're gonna have to look harder. Use your radars, use your sconographs. Find how many scones I've got. My Sconeville fucking level is off the charts right now. I had like at least 20 scones yesterday. You know what I mean? Jam, cream, chef's kiss with the index and the thumb and the three finger. Chef kiss on the scone, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's about that's how my weekend went. It was really fun. Had a lot of good times, a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of going around and around and around and around. Like I was on spin cycle for a long time. It just felt like I was just spinning my wheels in the same place, not getting anywhere. I was putting my foot down harder on the accelerator. Right? Went fucking nowhere except deeper into the ground. I was spinning mud, spinning my wheels, not making any progress, just burning on the gas. Burning on that petroleum and getting fucking nowhere, you know what I mean? That was my life until I turned things around. That was my life until I went around the roundabout, over the bridge, down the street, around the corner, and up the road. You can't follow your GPS to happiness, man. Go and put it into Google right now. Happiness. Where's it going to take you? Nowhere. Just down a long, arduous road to hell, full of sin, hedonism, you know what I mean? Homosexuality, heterosexuality. You're going to be fucking men and women, and you're going to die for it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be practicing their sex techniques. But personally, I don't really think there's much technique to it. I just get my fingers and jam it up there as fast as I can. You know, I'm putting like I'm pretending I'm Edmund Honda, and I'm doing like a 1,000-palm slap on that pussy. You know what I'm saying? She's gushing, spraying, water be flowing. I'm trapping it inside of my water tank so I can use it later at a later date when she's less turned on, and I can use it as a lube, backup lubricant. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole fucking garden tank full of this shit. Sometimes I use it on my grass. I use it on my strawberries and my tomatoes. It's really good stuff. I think there's a lot of extra proteins and enzymes and amino acids inside that the that the plants, they like to suck it all up, you know what I'm saying? They like to suck that shit up like a vacuum. They be sucking amino acids, the building blocks of life, you know what I'm saying? They just be getting all those building blocks and just producing Lego, stacking them, twisting them, clipping them together, making these mega structures, multicolored, the red bricks, yellow bricks, blue bricks, you know what I'm saying? Even those little pieces that are like the flat pieces that you can't ever break them apart once you clip them together. But Lego, I think they make it all in Denmark, yeah? Denmark, something like that. Ooh, hello, I'm a Lego man. I think that's what they say in Denmark, yeah? Never been to Denmark. Great place, though, so I hear. Lots of things over there. There's dens, there's marks. Have you ever been to Steve Mark? I think I prefer the Matt Mark, you know what I'm saying? Matt Steve. Or is Denmark really even a real place? What about Den? What about Lair? Lair. A den is the same as a lair, right? Or a dungeon. How about Dungeon Mark? Dungeon Steve. I'm going to go down to Dungeon Steve. That's where I want to hang out, get chained up, throw me in the oubliette. You know what I'm saying? With the helping hands, going down that tube, chose the wrong path. I thought I was so smart. I asked a bunch of questions and now I think I'm a genius, but I stepped through the door and now I'm going down the hole. And the helping hands, they come out and they're lifting me up. And they're like, hey, we're helping hands. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm going down already. So here I go, straight back down. You chose down, motherfucker. But sometimes it's all about motion though, perpetual motion. We're all victims of motion. We're all victims of inertia. You know what I mean? We just get this momentum building and it just pushes us forward and forward. We never stop to think about how far forward we're going. Are we breaking any speed limits? Are we going to run out of gas? Are we even going in the right direction? If we're following the GPS, you already know. You already fucking know. You think you're so smart because you've got it all worked out. You've got an address inside of your navigator. Right? But what happens when your navigator runs out of battery? What happens when there's a solar flare that puts all the satellites and drives them down into the Earth's crust? And they land on top of your car that you're trying to drive around and get to happiness. Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you? Right? But anyway, we're going to go to a song right now. So stick around for this great little tune. This song was submitted by a regular listener. And they requested this song. They requested that we play it on air. So we're gonna play this song on air right now.
I don't give a shit, bitch, take the clue. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. I might fuck your bitch while her parents watching. I might fuck your bitch and then she do my washing. I don't give a shit about no STD. I might fuck your bitch and give her HIV. Fuck the bitch and put the vid on YouTube. And my dick is huge, I'm getting views, dude. I might fuck the bitch on Twitch TV. Watch the bitch scream free on live stream. What I wanna do is all I ever do. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit, bitch, take the clue. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules. Teachers telling children that I'm not cool. Selling lots of drugs at the private school. Leave 30 syringes in the playground. I don't give a fuck what they say now. People talking shit and it ain't true. I don't give a fuck about the fake news. I might hit a bitch like I hit snooze. Fuck X, fuck Peep, and fuck Drake too. What I wanna do is all I ever do. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit, bitch, take the clue. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules. I might do some things that you don't like. I might rape your kids and then I kill your wife. I might jaywalk on a dark night. Young Milo, bitch, I don't need no traffic light. I might drop my trash without no trash can. Might sell a little fentanyl mixed with the Xan. All the kids addicted to the drugs now. Taking cash from grandma to make their parents proud. What I wanna do is all I ever do. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a shit, bitch, take the clue. Break the rules, I don't give a fuck, dude. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules. Break the rules, break the rules. I don't give a fuck, dude. Milo, break the rules.
Welcome to the Milo Experience.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the third episode of the Milo Podcast. Thank you for joining me. And I think now it's time for the segment that you've all been waiting for, the regular segment on this show, the Brodie Report. So in recent news, I heard that Brodie had a bit of a run-in with some giant mushrooms. But when asked how he felt about the entire situation, he said, "There's no envy here, mate." I asked him what shape the mushrooms were in. What shape were they, Brodie? Go and tell us what shape were the mushrooms. Because I'm telling you right now, I've seen them myself and they were like big, fat dicks, right? And that's why Brodie isn't envious. We all know that Brodie's a big guy. And he's got a massive, massive member. A huge throbbing cock. You know what I mean? Red, pulsating. You can see it dribble a little bit. It's a little bit violent, you know what I'm saying? But no one ever mentions it. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to mention Brodie's giant fucking cock right here, right now, today, in episode 3 of the Milo Podcast, in the Brodie Report. I'm here to tell you that Brodie's penis is fucking huge. And now, thanks to this podcast, the entire world can hear it. The entire world can know exactly how big Brodie's penis is. You know what I'm saying? Because that thing, it is long as... You've seen Anaconda, right? Forget it. Forget it. This is like the interdimensional thing from space. You've got nothing to even compare it to, like maybe another planet, a comet. A comet could be like a comet, could be like a gamma ray, as long as a gamma ray. How long is a gamma ray? You know what I mean? But Brodie be lifting up his cock. You got to drag it to work. You got to drag it everywhere he goes on his bike. He'd be dragging along the road, bouncing behind him like one of those chains or something, like a ball and chain. That's what we refer to it as, the old ball and chain. Hey, Brodie, where's the old ball and chain? Oh, yeah, I decided to leave it at home. Didn't really want to be dragging it around. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. Detachable penis. Good song. Good song. But yeah, Brodie's a big guy. Big guy. Big heart, big lungs, big brain. Very intelligent man. Probably the smartest man that we know. He's the only guy that we know that who plays a character in every moment of his waking life. You know what I mean? He'd just be honed in, zoomed in, zoned in. You know what I mean? He'd just be like zoomed in and zoned out and zoomed up. Always playing a character. This is like the world's #1 theater kid. He just can't break it. He'd be always playing dumb, like, what does that mean? Do you guys mean this or do you guys mean that? Or, do you imagine if this was that or if that was this? Like, these are kind of the hypotheticals that only Brodie can come up with. Yeah, you could put things into perfectly plain and simple English and present it to Brodie, and he'll have a question for you. And you would never have thought about it that way, and that's why we keep this guy around. This kind of level of genius intellect is very, what's the word? It's very subliminal. It's very subtle. It's very subversive, you know what I mean? It's the 3 subs all in one. And if you put Brodie's dick into a Subway sandwich, you're going to need at least 50 of them bitches, right? Side by side. And they're a foot long. You know that, right? You know exactly how long a Subway sandwich is. Full of chemicals. Same chemicals that you put in your yoga mat, right? Imagine Brodie's dick. Thick and rolled up like a yoga mat, ready to spring. That's the noise it makes when it springs out. Brodie be dragging his penis around the hospital. Some people thought it were a dead body. What's this big fleshy mass that's riding around the hospital? Oh God, it's Brodie's dick! Anyway, that's the Brodie Report. Thank you for listening. We're gonna take a couple of calls. We're gonna take a call.
Fuck's going on here, mate?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. You're live on air of the Milo Podcast. Thanks for calling in. How can I help you? Who am I speaking with?
Oh my God, you picked up my call. My name's Karen. How are you, Milo?
Karen? What kind of gay ass name is that? I'm doing well, bro. How you doing out there?
Oh, well, good until I called up and told this guy my real name and he insulted me.
Are you sure it's not Kieran, man? Like, I've heard of Kieran Perkins and I've heard of like Kieran McCulkin and shit like that, but I haven't heard of no Kieran Fazali, you know what I mean?
Now that you mention it, I think you might be right. I think it is Kieran. I've had it wrong this whole time. Hey, I'm Kieran. How are you, Milo?
Yeah, doing good. Thanks for calling in, man. Anyway, look, we got a limited time here, bro. Move it along. What do you got to say?
So the thing is about caramel cheese chickens, right, man?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I've been doing chicken bacons for as long as the Piascan sausages, you know?
Right.
And, like, this spaghetti cream has just gotten unbelievably...
Let me just stop you there. Spaghetti cream?
Yeah,
Spaghetti cream.
Spaghetti cream.
No, okay, fine. I'm gonna hand you this rope. Keep going.
Well, the spaghetti cream has been around since chicken bacon sausage pies, right? And I just cannot caramel sauce this cheese any longer. It's ridiculous.
Well, look, think about this. You throw 50 giraffes into the equation, mix it with some monkeys, roll it around in 5 elephants' time. What have you got?
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Yeah. Haven't thought of it that way, have you?
No, I haven't. I might. You know what? For the second time, you might be right. I can't believe it. Did I just get on this show to be like pork fennel, Italian herbs up the bum? What is this?
Look, it's thyme and oregano. It's all mixed together with the Chinese 5 spice, and you're going to have to get a pinch of cayenne powder, mix it up with the pepper, and bon's your uncle, man. You know what I'm saying? By the way, look, we've got limited time here, man. Just I want you to, have you got anything for me for the Brodie Report this week?
Oh, the Brodie Report. So it has been a good day. We've measured 7.5 today. It's a glorious day. The mentions are...
Wow, that's pretty high. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's, you know what I mean? We should get the mentions up a little bit. Just wanted to get the word out there. If we could just mention it a few more times. It is 7.5 on a good day.
Yep.
Tomorrow we might hit a 6.2. But 7.5 is what we're aiming for. If we could just get that out there and let them know the big man is being big, having lots of big thoughts, big days, the big issues.
Yeah, fucking oath, mate. All right, thanks for calling in, Kieran. And, we're going to have to move on to our next segment, which is the weather. So just wanted to bring you this week's forecast. Okay, so today's Monday. We had a high of 100. Tomorrow's 110, and then Wednesday's 120, and then Thursday's 140, and then Friday's 150, and then Saturday's 160, and then Sunday cloudy with a chance of cheesy cream, bacon, onion, spaghetti, monkey cakes, 50,000 flying leeches and dragons coming with the dinosaurs. You know that it's about to mix the cheesecake with the creme brulee. You got to get the flan, and then you got to hit it with the little kitchen blowtorch. Get that creamy glaze to harden up like a toffee, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen when you walk outside on Sunday. Your head is going to turn into a cremated flan. Okay, look, that about wraps it up for today's episode number 3 of the Milo Podcast. Last but not least, I'd like to have a few words from our sponsors. Today's episode was brought to you by LegalZoom. If you're having trouble with legal, then you need to zoom in. You need to zoom out. Maybe you got some birds trying to fucking extort you for everything that you own. Someone trying to, blackmail you. Blackmail you for the things that you haven't even done. Then go to LegalZoom.com and you type in the passcode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Milo. And you'll get 10% off at the checkout. Today's episode was also brought to you by Nike Shoes. Just do it. Put them on your feet. Go play basketball. Slam them dunks and dunk them slams. You're going to feel like the man if you go ham. Pull out the sandwich. Put on some ham. Don't go in the sand because it's not your land. You know what I'm saying? You're not a sheep. You are just a lamb. Anyway, thank you for listening to today's episode. That has been episode 3 of the Milo Podcast. Bing bong, bing.